being distracted and scrolling is the new smoking, but I think we're going to find that it's way worse than smoking ever was on people, because my generation is the first one where we're actually starting to see this. Gen Z is fucking cooked. I'm having conversations with people and I'm increasingly realizing people in my generation in their 20s don't even know what they believe about the world. They don't even know how to decipher how much of their beliefs are theirs versus something that was planted in them. And I didn't realize this about myself until a few months ago. One of my friends asked me, he was like, how much of you do you think is actually you versus what the world has planted in you? And I was like, dude, that's a stupid question. Like, I'm like 90% myself and like 10% of what the world wants. Like, I know myself. And he's like, okay, we'll see about that. And I was like, we'll see about what? And he's in his 30s. He's a little bit older. He's had more life than me. And I started spending my mornings, the first hour of my morning, without my phone. And I started spending it journaling and reading and sitting with my thoughts. And the more I started to ask myself these questions and read philosophy, I realized I don't even know my own full philosophy on life. I haven't truly written out my ideals and the principles that I operate by. And the more I started to write them down, the more I realized, is this actually what I believe and actually what I want? Or is this something that the world wants for me? Because the more I started to write them down, the more I realized that isn't actually, you gut check them, right? You read something or you take something in. We need to start gut checking it of like, does this sit right in my intuition? Does this actually feel like what I truly believe? Or is this something I've just been told over and over? And like a parrot, I've started to recite it and truly believe that it's who I am. Because if you tell someone the sky is blue 100 fucking times, or the sky is purple, they're going to believe the sky is purple. And when you wake up and the first thing you do is you grab your phone and you go on Instagram and you start scrolling on your reels. And when you open your phone and you are exposed to everything that everyone else has to say, immediately, when your brain is the most impressionable, when it changes, neuroscience shows this, what you do in the first hour of your day changes your brain waves for the rest of the day. And so you taking in and consuming all of this other stuff that the rest of the world is doing sets the waves in your brain. It sets the pattern of perceiving and forming your identity around what you see going on, around what you see other people doing. Not what you actually want, but around what you see other people doing. And I didn't realize how much this affected me until I truly started spending that time in solitude. And I was like, dude, this isn't even how I see the world. This isn't even what I want. And I think so many of us are in this quiet, like zombie-like dead state of getting up and scrolling and going to work and taking the same commute to work and working 8 hours, sitting at a computer and coming home and scrolling some more because we're tired from sitting behind a laptop all day, and we scroll some more. And then we eat dinner, we watch TV, and we go to bed. Where in that 16-hour day are you having a quiet moment where you sit with your thoughts, where you truly know yourself, your relationship with yourself? Think about your best friend. If you never spend any time with your best friend, would you actually know them? Would you actually know what they like? Would you actually know who they are as a person? You wouldn't. You wouldn't know shit about them. It's the same thing with yourself. You don't know yourself when you don't spend a waking moment alone with yourself without any influence from the outside world. And so I know smoking kills, but I don't know what's worse, a short life, dying from smoking, or a life where you never fucking know yourself. You could live, I don't care, you live 90 fucking years, but you never know yourself. To me, that is a worse life than living to 40, 50 years old, but knowing yourself and being comfortable in who you are. And so I think my generation is going through this new epidemic where we're not going to realize the effects of it until 5-10 years down the line, when we start to look at these people that are having kids. My generation starts having kids, and they're raising kids that do the same thing. But I think my generation's going to have the worst midlife crises of any generation, the worst divorce rates, because we're quietly going through the motions of our lives, not questioning anything, not knowing what we truly want, following these ideas that people want for us. And then waking up halfway through our lives realizing that we wasted all this time and we never truly know ourselves. And the scariest thing for me, to be honest, is what if people never wake up? What if they never realize they don't know themselves? And I don't know. I mean, that is terrifying. Imagine living your whole life as a zombie, never actually getting to know yourself is one of the best gifts in this world. You are the only person you are going to spend every day of your life with, and you don't know yourself. That is insane to me. So, let alone the fact that you don't have original ideas, right? If you don't spend time alone with yourself or reading books and forming these ideas based on the different things that you read and the different things you consume, if you don't spend that time forming those own connections, you are just simply going to consume and take in what everyone else says. You're never going to have your own original ideas. You're never going to contribute anything of substance to the world. You are going to just simply be a brief blip in the timeline. You're going to live and die and not have any effects on the world. And for me, that is terrifying. Maybe that doesn't scare you, but for me, that is the most terrifying thing. That is way more scary than smoking. So I guess what you get from all of this is something I have been trying to do is stopping like my ghost pickups of my phone. And just because there's just, if you carry it in your hand everywhere, it's so easy to just, oh, what is this? Oh, what is this? And I call it a ghost pickup because you don't even realize you're doing it. And so I've started to really ask myself, like every single time I feel my phone in my hand, if I'm going for a 100-foot walk to go get water when I'm at work, do I need my phone to go get water? Do I need my phone to go for a 10-minute walk outside? Do I need my phone to walk to the kitchen and go get food? No. Okay, put your damn phone down. And because I think the less we have it in our hands, the less we are going to enable ourselves. So I'd say, question yourself of when you have your phone in your hand, is it worth it? Do I need it for this task? And the second thing is, please block off that first hour of your day, because I'm telling you, you start having original thoughts, you are going to see the world but through a whole different lens. You will actually know yourself. You will actually know what you want in this world. At your most impressionable age, you will know what you want in this world. And there's nothing more powerful than that. You can't be controlled. If you know what you want and you go after it wholeheartedly, you cannot be controlled. They want you mindlessly walking through life. They want you mindlessly scrolling, because then you will never question anything. You can follow the agenda of the super wealthy people that are in complete power. You can follow this agenda and keep them in power. The ultimate rebellion is getting to know yourself. The ultimate rebellion is discovering what you want, how you see the world, fully pursuing it, and fully being it, and impacting multiple lives along the way. That is the ultimate rebellion. So stop using your damn phone, because scrolling is the new smoking. Love you.